Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing Trail 4 again, and we are testing out a new rear tire. Still pretty happy with the extended swing arm, no complaints there. But as it's been getting warmer, I've been noticing I haven't been super happy with my rear traction. So initially, what I started out with was the IRC VE33 rear and the VE35 front. I never really liked the 35 front, so after I saw how the Tusk tires performed on my son's Light B, because he's got the Emex T35s, which are like motocross tires, but they're pretty soft. I noticed when I put those tires on his bike, I couldn't keep up with him in the sand, like in the sand washes. And he's not, and he's not a super fast rider, but he was way more comfortable with me than me. So I switched to the T35 front, and huge difference from the VE35. Love it. So now lately we've been riding, and it's getting up to like 90 degrees. Everything's super dry. With the VE33, it's not so much the climbing. It climbs good, it handles rocks good, but the biggest thing I noticed is that laterally it moved a lot side to side, and I felt like I was just using a lot of energy to like try to keep the rear end of the bike in a straight line. And it was especially bad last weekend because we rode a new trail in Idaho City that was super technical, lots of climbing, lots of like deep sand. And it was like the struggle bus. So I went to YouTube, started looking up tires, and I like the idea of cheap tires if I can find one that works. Because if I'm replacing tires, once a season, it'd be nice if they were on the cheaper end. I didn't know much about these tires until I started finding videos about them on YouTube, but I got the Tusk Talon rear, and it's a 120/90, and they call it a hybrid tire, but it's basically a Gummy. Here, let's go take a look at it. So yeah, if we look at the knobs on this thing, it's basically a Gummy tire. It's got stiffer sidewalls than the center, but yeah, it's pretty soft. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it does. And it's funny because this is a 120/90, and my VE33 was a 110/100. This tire is about the same width as that tire, but it's like 3/4 of an inch taller. Which is a little concerning because that might mess up the feel of my front tire, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Tire was about $80 shipped. $85 shipped. I had some like coupon points, so it was a little cheaper, but super cheap tire. And if I can get a season out of it, or a half season, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's probably gonna wear really fast, but we'll have to see. All right, I'm gonna gear up and head up the road to Trail 4. I'm not gonna film the whole ride, just like the two really hard climbs. I've got the drone, and yeah, we'll just have to see how it hooks up. All right, so just aired down, 10 psi in the front and about 8 in the rear. You can see this carcass is like super soft. All right, I'm gonna try to conserve my energy for like the big hill climbs, and plus we're riding again tomorrow, so don't want to overdo it. All right, let's go. As far as the VE33, that's a highly recommended tire. So when I was, waiting for my Ultra B to get delivered, trying to figure out what tires I wanted to use, and like the VE33 is regarded as like one of the best all-around enduro tires. Whew.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good. And not even the Gakota. The Gakota is like a gummy, but just the VE33 is supposed to be a really good all-around enduro tire, so that's why I went with it. But it's pretty hard. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's harder than the EMX T35, which is a motocross tire. So, yeah, we'll see. You know, the cool thing about e-motos, since there's no engine noise, you can hear what the rear tire is doing. So I'm not just having to like rely on like feel. Oh, this thing has way more grip. Yeah, it's a lot like RC cars, like RC crawling, where you can hear the tires like tearing into the rock. It's really similar on an e-moto. Like when my tire is looking for traction, you can hear it, you know, as opposed to just feeling it. And so far, this tire is not looking for traction, it's just hooking up. Whew. I'm just gonna take a little break before I actually do Dragon's Back. Yeah, it's already got some edge wear. It's feeling pretty good. I mean, I think that's like, it's a given that it would have more grip than the VE33, but so far the side hill grip is really good. I'll really be able to tell on Dragon's Back because there's a section where you transition from like where you turn left uphill to start hitting like the rock faces, and I'm always walking the back tire and trying to stabilize it with my legs, so we'll see how it does. All right, see how we go.
Close cycling mode.
You know, it's funny, every time I do Dragon's Back on my Ultra B, I always say that it's easier every time. It's almost like hyperbole. You know, when I got the swing arm, it got easier. But that was the most low effort climb I've ever done getting up Dragon's Back. Instead of modulating the throttle and using my legs to stabilize the bike, I can more or less hold the throttle. I can relax my legs a little bit more, and the bike is just doing the work. It just walked right up that. So yeah, tires working pretty good. And it's a good thing too, because the trail that we found in Idaho City that we're doing tomorrow, it's not a very long trail. It's like 7 miles to the peak, but it's got a section that is like 5 of these continuously. So you're just like fighting for your life. It's pretty fun. All right, I'm gonna ride to the next big hill climb and film that one with the drone too. That one's, it's pretty much straight up, but it's like super steep and loose and rocky. Whew. Oh, that was sick. Let's try some sidetrack. Yeah, this one, it's not very long, but it's just mega steep. And it's not like, you know, people see videos of it and they're like, just get more speed, carry more speed. But it's not a straight line. You have to like do a little slalom before you can really open it up, so it limits how fast you can hit it. Anyway. Alright, that was nothing. Oh. This thing is just a monster now. Total monster. Okay, so we just did about 20 miles on Trail 4, up and down with the Tusk Talon hybrid rear Gummy tire. I'm happy with it. I'm super happy with it. It's compared to the VE33, I would say it's got like 3 times more grip. Uphill, downhill, like downhill braking is way better. I could almost do all of my braking with just the rear tire. Side hill traction is way better. It's not moving around laterally to where I'm having to try to stabilize the bike with my legs. So the only catch is gonna like be seeing like how long it can last. And you know, when it rounds off a lot, I'll be able to rotate the tire and square off the other edges. But I think it should last a season. You know, the VE33 was so hard, it would probably, I feel like it would last 3 seasons. It's like a street tire. Maybe not quite a street tire, but it's really hard. Like I'm surprised it's recommended so much as like an all-around enduro tire. Because, I mean, in the spring and the fall, when things are kind of damp, it was fine. But now that it's summer and everything's really, really dry, it was terrible. It was just terrible. The VE35, I hated that tire. That tire is almost new. Like, I took it off so soon after putting it on. I hated that tire. I can feel now that my T35 is definitely the weak link, because again, it's a motocross tire. I'm not going to replace it soon, but I think when I do, I'll try the Talon front tire. It's not a Gummy, but it's probably softer than the T35. But yeah, I'm super happy. The tire is like, it's like $75 on Rocky Mountain ATV. And I had like points, so it was like $70 shipped. It's super cheap. Yeah, if I can get a season out of it, I'll be stoked. Let's look at the edge wear. So you can see it's already in 20 miles. It's already like taking the edge off the knobs, which is kind of what I expected. You know, they should round off to a certain point and then kind of settle in. And then when they get really bad, I'll just flip the tire around. But yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. The tire did great. It'll be interesting to see how it does tomorrow up at Idaho City. Because again, this new trail we found, it's super hard. And there's like sections where you're going uphill and there's like deep sand and then rocks, and it's crazy. It makes Trail 4 feel like a chill morning ride. And which Trail 4 is kind of turning into like a chill morning ride, like my Ultra B where it is now with the swing arm, the tires, the suspension. Trail 4 is like, it's now like a chill ride. That was a sick Land Cruiser. That was sick. That was mega sick. I wish I would have turned around. I think that's it for this one. We'll see how the tire does tomorrow, but if you guys have any questions or complaints, leave them in the comments.